And welcome to Earth 2, where superheroes exist and comic book talk is the norm. I don't know, I kind of got lost, but
did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know just what? Like second nature to me.
We're back. It's good to be back, Vito.
Yeah.
I know. Okay.
So, I'm your host, VitoD.
Mo Crosby.
I almost forgot where to go. Welcome to the planet.
Come on in.
Welcome to the planet.
So it's June 7th, for friends. Almost halfway through the year, man.
Wow. It's a lot.
Yeah. So, you know what else today is?
Nothing.
Hope Day! Right?
New Comic Book Day! Oh,
New Comic Book Day!
Hey! New Comic Book Day, y'all! What up? So, it's our favorite day of the week. Well, it's my favorite day of the week. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I mean, happiness is a big old pile of comics.
Yes.
So, that being said, want to look to add to your pile of comics? Sure, I sure am. So, we're going to tell you our picks for this week. We ran down through it. It's the first week of the month. A lot of comics came out today.
A lot. So, trust me, this was like really difficult trying to pick what we wanted to get.
Yes, exactly. I almost gave you a list full of indies. So, without further ado, keep in mind this isn't the only things that come out. This is just what stood out to us. Okay. I mean, there's a lot more that stood out to us, but if not, this video would have been 20 minutes long.
Trust me, we could have done it.
So, without further ado, let's get to it.
Hey.
So first up, I got an indie book for you guys. It's Extremity number 4 by Daniel Warren Johnson, art by Mike Spicer. What Extremity is so there's like a village. It's kind of futuristic, but it's not. So there's an empire that pretty much takes over different villages, and everyone in the village is pretty much just they do their own things. Now the main character is a girl who likes to draw, and she was very good at drawing, and she was known in the village as the art girl pretty much. So when they were attacked, what the people did is that they killed her mom, they tortured other people, they killed a lot of the people, and they chopped off her right her right hand, which is the hand that she used to draw with. So since they took everything away from her sense of who she is, they lead like a little rebel against the people that attacked them. So it's like they're trying to fight back for their freedom and trying to get vengeance on what happened to everyone, including their mom and all. It's a really good book because it touches on, the whole topic of, if you're going out to kill for vengeance, you better dig 2 graves, one for them and one for yourself. And you see how everything changed the main character's perspective once she got a taste of vengeance in her first mission. So I suggest you go pick that up. It's really good. The art is really well drawn, and it's one of my favorite reads at the moment.
Alright guys, I'm here to give you my picks, and I'm going to start off with Deathstroke number 20, the Lazarus Contract epilogue. So, this is like the chilling end, or this is what we're going to see. The Lazarus Contract ended last week with the Teen Titans Annual number 1, and so we're going to see the effects that are going to happen from this book, or we're going to see what happens moving forward. And it's the first person that we're going to see it from is Deathstroke, because he made a decision at the end of the Lazarus Contract, and we're going to see what that decision does for him now and moving forward. So it starts right here in Deathstroke number 20.
And it sucks, but it's the last final issue. Reborn number 6 comes out. Reborn is Mark Miller. He's always really good, and this time he had art. It's art by Greg Capullo. I mean, that in itself is a really, really interesting, creative team. What Reborn is pretty much when you die, you get reborn, but you go into a different place, different world, and the main character, she finally sees her dad after so long, and it seems like he's leading a war against somebody else while she's trying to find her husband that died years before. It's very interesting, and I really like it, so I suggest you guys go out and get that.
Next pick is Dark Knight 3, The Master Race, number 9. This is number 9 of 9. This book is finally ended. Like, it's been a long running 9 issues. Like, this is the longest 9 issues I think I've ever had to read or sit, just wait for in my whole entire life. But we're finally here at the end. We're finally at the It's really not?
Frank Miller has a habit of delaying everything. So Dark Knight 2, which was only 3 issues, spanned 2 years.
You're kidding. Well, maybe because I didn't read it when it was coming out, but dang. Yeah, there we go. But this felt really long to me, I guess, because I was waiting for it when it was coming out. I guess for The Dark Knight, I just read it whenever I read it, and it was already I just read all the issues together. But yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with Batman. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with his his allegiance and alliances and all that stuff. So I'm very interested in reading this, and I want to see how it all ends. And I also want to see if this is gonna be the finality of the Dark Knight, of Frank Miller's Dark Knight, whatever he's doing with it. I want to see if this is gonna be the finality of it. It may or may not be, because the way it's been going, who knows? But let's just get into it and see what it's about. Okay.
And finally, we have Star Wars Darth Vader #1, written by Charles Soule. Charles Soule really does like drawing Star Wars comics. He's a huge Star Wars buff, but it's gonna take place right after it's his first mission as Darth Vader, as Lord Darkness himself. So it's really interesting. If you like Star Wars, but you didn't like the prequels, but you love the originals, it kind of touches on heading towards like after what happened over there at episode 3. So suggest you get it. It's Darth Vader. Who doesn't love Darth Vader?
And finally, guys, my last book of this week is going to be Paper Girls #15. Is the explosive end of an arc. This is the arc where the girls, or the 4 girls, the 4 paper girls, are in the prehistoric era, and we're going to see how they manage to escape out of this. Do they get to escape, or are they, like, what's going to happen? Again, being that this is the end of that arc, I want to just get into it and see what happens here. So again, people, go pick up Paper Girls. If you want to, you can pick up the whole volume. If you can go back, and it's only 15 issues. You can go back and start from issue 1. This is a very, very good book, and I believe that it's something that everyone needs to get into and everyone needs to read. So go pick up Paper Girls #15. Let us know how it works out for you, okay?
It's like a female version of Stranger Things.
Deadass. It is a female version of Stranger Things in the comic book version. So yeah, do that. Go pick it up. Entertain yourself.
And when I say female version, it's all female cast. It's not like it's a girly version.
No, so it's not girly. It's just really like 4 girls, literally 4 little girls, about what, 12, 13? Yeah, Paper Girls, literally. They just one night started off on their paper route, and then it's been a very, very well written adventure time story. So go pick it up.
There you have it. These have been our picks for this week.
I mean, like he said earlier, these aren't the only things to come out the week. This is just what we decided, to share with you guys from what we're going to be.
Yeah, and it took us a couple days to get this actually.
It did. Because it's a long list from what I'm going to be reading. I mean, it took me. I was going to do a lot more different ones, but like he said earlier, if we wanted to, we would have sat here for 20 minutes telling you, go get this one, go get this one. But yeah.
So, if you haven't already done so, like and subscribe down below. Right, leave us a comment. What are you picking up this week? What have you picked up this week? Have you gone already? What are you excited about? Did we miss something? What are your suggestions to us? Communication is a two-way street, so let us know what you're reading and what we should be reading as well.
Yep.
Just like we're letting you what you should be reading. Hit us up on our social media. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Or
check out the
2 Comic Cast. Or check out our podcast with the same name. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, it's fine. Check out the podcast with the same name. It drops every Thursday. We do a lot of topics. We do a lot of rundowns. Most of our spoiler-filled stuff and spoiler-filled book reports go in there, so check that out.
Yeah. So, as always, this has been Earth 2. I'm VitoD.
Moe Crosby.
Hopefully, long boxes.
Wednesday.